Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Oh, my thing is not updated. Hold up. I gotta update this in real time. Review those. Nope, that's right. That's actually right. But this needs to go there. Okay, go. That's it. Okay. So, before I say anything, I got a couple things to talk about here. First of all, posted on Facebook that I'm gonna be posting my predictions the day that the games actually happen. So I know that the games of the previous day, what happened, especially for the USHL, to talk about that in a second once we go over my predictions at the end of the podcast episode about kind of like why I do that, because for the USHL, I'll kind of just say it now. It's not much, but for the USHL, it's kind of complicated because most teams usually play each other twice every weekend. So if I predict both the games on Friday, whatever, I predict the games early on Thursday, Friday games early on Thursday, then the Saturday games early on Friday, before the Friday games happen. I don't know what happened on Friday, so I don't know if I think some teams will split, some teams will sweep, whatever. I don't know. It'll just be easier for NHL and USHL if I just post it early in the day that it happens. Just on this podcast, I'll probably just I will just like review them the day, like as I normally do now. But some of the games will already have started, and have scores when I go over my predictions on here. But you can know like it'll say like when I uploaded it, so I don't post it after the game started. But the games will already have started like when I go over my predictions on here, but I've uploaded them before. I'll just go over what I thought would happen before the game started. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. And what else was I gonna say? Well, W. Hopefully it comes back to me, but I forgot. But oh yeah, there you go. I remember. Probably tomorrow. They probably won't do it Sunday because USHL Sunday. They probably won't do it on Monday because NHL Monday. So I'll either do it tomorrow or Tuesday. So I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm gonna go over all the NHL teams, salary cap, contracts, and stuff like that, just so we get a refresher on that. Yeah, I'll probably do that tomorrow. I should do that tomorrow. Not guaranteeing that I'll do it tomorrow, but I'm likely gonna do that tomorrow. For about the podcast episode, because it's Saturday. Because I don't want to do it on a Sunday, because USHL Sunday is usually already longer one. Same thing as NHL Monday, so it would either be tomorrow, or Saturday, or Tuesday. So yeah, I'll probably just do it tomorrow. Get it out of the way. That makes it sound like I don't want to do it. I do want to do it, but just to get it done. So yeah. But plan of attack today. First of all, go over fantasy. You already know we do that every episode. First things first, go over fantasy, and then we're gonna review today's USHL games. There was one team that clinched today, and there's another one that can clinch tomorrow. We'll go over that and review the games. We're gonna go over yesterday's NHL games next, and then we'll go over my predictions, and then we're out of here. With that being said, before we go into that, I gotta say something here. All of my social medias, X/Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. All my basketball channel, American football channel, baseball channel, Spotify, Twitch, Discord, USHL discussion Facebook group that I made myself with about 5.2 thousand USHL fans, and then another Facebook group that's called Saints for Life, with about 1,000 Flying Saints fans. Paragraph and a half, who I am and what I do, and hear everything you need to know about this podcast. Another paragraph, how to contact me if you have any comments, questions, concerns about this podcast. All of that and much more is in the description of this podcast episode and previous one, so check it out if you haven't already. Subscribe to this podcast if you like this podcast. Like this video if you like this episode in particular. Following the podcast on Spotify is the same thing. Subscribing and liking the episode on Spotify is the same thing as liking on YouTube. So either or would be great. And then turn post notification on YouTube if you want to know right when I go upload a video on YouTube or I go live. Or just to do anything, interact on this channel. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have. Subscribe. If you subscribe, I think you'll get some notifications. You get everything, like every time I upload a video, every time I go live, stuff like that. Basically those two main things. But yeah. So with that being said, let's get into fantasy. There's 4 teams in the winners bracket. This is playoff, by the way. It started March 17th and is ending in 3 days. Actually, technically 2 days. Technically tomorrow, since it's after 12 my time. But let's say in 2 days. In 2 days, March 30th, is the last day, and then the 31st on Monday was when the second round starts. There's 4 teams in the winners bracket. Whoever wins each of the matchups will face each other next week. After this round. On March 31st, when it starts the championship round, whoever will play in the championship, and then there's a consolation bracket. See who gets third place. So I'm the 4th place team facing off number 1, and then number 2 and number 3 playing. I was winning literally the first 7 days, which is week. So I was winning the first week, and then last few days I've been losing ever since. Right now I'm losing 218.1 to 187.6. My top performers are Jake Gunsel, Brock Besser, and Marty Nietzsche. Leather's top performers, who I'm facing, Jordan Bennington, Jackson Lacombe, and Nico Hirscher. And then whoever wins this matchup will face the winner of the Boldy and Summer Slayers. And Summer Slayers have been smacking them all around and is continuing to do that. 254.2 to 175.0. The Boldy top performer is Matt Boldy. That makes sense. Phil Forsberg and Dusty Kemper. Summer Slayers top performers Phil Gustafson, Nikita Kucherov, Dylan Holloway. So it looks like right now Leather and Summer Slayers, number 1 and number 2, is gonna face off. We're gonna see. Hopefully I can lock in and make a comeback here. In the consolation ladder, Toronto Maple Leafs are playing Daniels Darren team. Toronto Maple Leafs right now is continuing to extend the lead every single day. Right now, at this point, it's 228.4 to 168.9. Daniels Darren team top performer John Tavares, Aiden Hill, Rope Hintz. Toronto Maple Leafs top performer to Jake Andre, Austin Matthews, which makes sense. He's on the actual Toronto Maple Leafs, but yeah, and Sergei Bobrovsky. And then another consolation ladder bracket, loser bracket, whatever you want to call it. Matchup Glizzy versus Justice Gary team. Yes, Glizzy is his actual fantasy team name. Glizzy is winning 158.5 to 110.0. Glizzy's top performers are Vasi, Kadri, and Crosby. Justice Gary team top performers are Jared McCann, Ken Fiala, and Bouchard. And Taco's facing up against C Smart team. C Smart team's winning 137.6 to 120.6. Taco's top performers are Zach Hyman, Jordan Kyrie, Timo Myers. C Smart team top performers William Nylander, Jack Eichel, and Rasmus. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now for fantasy. Let's lock in and get this dub. Probably not, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna go over USHL games today. To start the night, the Youngstown Phantoms took down Fargo Forest 6-1 at home. So 20-19 in favor of Youngstown. Great game from Youngstown overall. Fargo's 1 for 5 in the power play. Youngstown was 1 for 2 in the power play. Great special teams, penalty kill, and power play from the Phantoms. Great even strength, good overall from the Phantoms. Great game overall. Madison Capitals smacked the Lumberjacks 6-2 on the road. Madison capitalizes on the only power play opportunity. Muskegon did not capitalize at any of the 3 power play opportunities. 27-25 in favor of Muskegon. Shika Gatsiev did not have the greatest performance, that's for sure. Muskegon's one of the best home teams in the USHL. Madison just around 500 on the road, so it's pretty surprising to me that Muskegon lost there. But Madison's now number 1 in the East with a game in hand over Dubuque, which they both play tomorrow, and then Madison and Muskegon play on Sunday again. They play 3 times this week. USA U18 smack Des Moines Buccaneers 8-4 in Des Moines, such as 27-17 in favor of Team USA. Team USA does not capitalize on the only power play opportunity. Des Moines also does not capitalize on any power play opportunity, but they get 3 of them. So yeah, Birdchild gets a pair of goals. Team USA U17's on the other end of the beating. They fall Cedar Rapids in Cedar Rapids 7-1. Team USA U17 does not get a power play opportunity. Cedar Rapids get 3 of them. Does not capitalize on any of them. They start to 40-14 in favor of Cedar Rapids. Absolute domination for Cedar Rapids. I don't know. I didn't know Cedar Rapids could score that much. And Tri-City wins 1-0 in overtime in Omaha. Both teams do not capitalize on the power play. Tri-City gets 2 of them. Omaha got 3 of them. It's a 26-21 in favor of Tri-City. Tri-City, huge 2 points, not the prettiest way, but they got the job done. And then Waterloo takes down Sioux Falls pretty handily at home 5-2, so it's 30-29 in favor of Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is 0 for 3 in the power play. Waterloo is 1 for 2. So the team that clinched today is the Fargo Force, the defending Clark Cup champions are back in the dance, and they're looking to go back to back. So all the teams in the USHL have clinched so far: the Lincoln Stars, Sioux Falls Stampede, the Butte Fighting Saints. Let me check here if I have it posted. After every single team, after a team clinches, every single time a new team clinches in the USHL, I post about it. I post all the teams I've clinched. Lincoln Stars, Sioux Falls Stampede, the Butte Fighting Saints, Waterloo Blackhawks, Madison Capitals, Youngstown Phantoms, Muskegon Lumberjacks, Sioux City Musketeers, and now the Fargo Force of all clinch. So next teams up, Tri-City and Cedar Rapids, the 6 seeds of each conferences, and as soon as those two teams are in, the bracket is, or the bracket isn't necessarily fully set, but the teams are fully set at that point. So yeah, but the team that's going to clinch probably tomorrow is Tri-City because they need to get at least 1 point and Des Moines to lose. I mean, there's other scenarios, but that's the easiest scenario. Des Moines plays in Lincoln, so they're probably going to lose, and Tri-City plays in Tri-City versus Omaha, so they're probably going to win. The best possible case scenario for Tri-City. They play by far the worst team in the USHL, and Des Moines plays the best. And Tri-City plays by far the worst USHL team at home, and Des Moines plays the best USHL team on the road. So the best scenario for what Tri-City wants to happen. It's what's happening tomorrow for Tri-City. So they're likely going to clinch. As I said, Fargo's probably going to clinch. Before this weekend started, on USHL Sunday, actually, I'm pretty sure I said that Fargo is probably going to clinch this week, which they did, and Tri-City's either going to clinch this week or next week. And they're probably going to clinch this week. So, yeah, that is that for the USHL today. Let's go review yesterday's NHL games. Wait, no. I was right the first time. It was the, because the date says different because it's after 12 at my time. So I was like, wait a minute, that don't seem right. But nope, I was right. I don't know why changes are necessary. So you guys got fed false information on YouTube this whole time. And that's this whole time because I actually changed it thinking I was wrong, but I was actually right the whole time. But it's fine. I just put the dates, moved it up one day. No big deal. No biggie. So, getting over to here. In case you can see that. I don't think you can, but just in case. Don't want to. Over here. Alright. Sabres and the Penguins open up the night. Sabres smacked the Penguins 7-3. What a emphatic win for the Sabres, as they are gonna win the 2025 Stanley Cup. Yep, they're winning out. They're making the playoffs. They're beating the Capitals. They're beating the Hurricanes. They're beating the Panthers, Lightning, Leafs, whoever they play, and then they're beating whoever comes out of the West. So yeah, just gonna let you guys know that's a little bit of a spoiler. The Senators defeat the Red Wings in a pivotal playoff matchup, 4-3 in Detroit. A great game, a great finish. Wow. Lightning smacked the Hockey Club 8-0. A 25 save on Joe Vasilevsky shutout. Lightning put up 8 goals, so they're great on offense. Only left 25 shots, great on defense, and 25 save shot for Vasilevsky. Phenomenal goaltending. Literally one of probably the best night you can think of for a hockey team. Flyers dominate the Canadiens. The first game with Bradshaw as your head coach without John Tortorella. They win 6-4. The Wild upset the Capitals 4-2 at home, 30-21 in favor of Washington. It's pretty cool after the game. You probably saw it, but if not, OV called out the entire Washington Capitals team to do a handshake line with Marc-Andre Fleury in his last game that he played against the Capitals. Very, very cool moment. The Blues come back from down 2-0 to come back and win 3-2. And they are finding ways to win. They are now in an 8-game winning streak. They are finding ways to win. The Stars get the job done versus Flames in Calgary, even though they get outshot 48-19. 46 saves on 48 shots against for Casey DeSmith. What a ridiculous performance. This is my problem with the Stars. Why are they getting outshot by 29 shots to the Calgary Flames? They're going to get murdered by the Avalanche if they play like that. Speaking of the Avalanche defeat the Kings at home ice, and now the Avalanche are on an 11-game home win streak. the 22 save. Mackenzie Blackwood is the cherry on the top. So yeah. Kraken smacked the Oilers 6-1, even though they shot the 37 apiece. Goaltending mismatch there for sure. And then to end the night, the Sharks upset the Leafs. William Nylander ties